Alright, in theory I'm live. I just can't find the link to my own clip. It's not showing up on my YouTube. So we'll see. Let's close out YouTube. I still haven't gotten the notification that I'm live. So we'll see how this... Oh, hey, there it is. I'm live. Who would have thought? Thanks, YouTube. So it's just me for now. Jess is coming by, but it's just me. So greetings. No, people know that it's the secret hidden live stream. No, there's a cat. He just immediately showed up. Hello, Void. What are you doing? It just immediately starts happy feeding. Greetings! Stay a while and listen. So yeah, I am going to be playing some Kirbys Epic Yarn, mostly because I am remodding my Wii U, and so this is kind of a test for it to see. Come on. You're paired, and you're just not registering, are you? I hate the sensor bar. There we go. Just gotta turn it off and turn it back on again. Because, you know, I work in IT professionally. Hello, Void. Hello, Void Cat. Sit down. Yeah, sit down. Or just spin around in circles like an idiot. There you go. And you get right back up. And bite me. He's biting in an adorable grooming sort of way. No, Jess should be here shortly, hopefully. They did say they were on their way. They were packing up and heading this way, so hopefully they will be here. Just with the weather probably moving a little slowly. So, ow! That hurt. A little too enthusiastic with the grooming bites. Hello, other son. Yes. I am just surrounded by both now. I can't hold the control because he's just... Lay down. There you go. There you go. Alright. I don't know what this... So I guess, yeah, Patch Plaza is the next level, but I can open those. So let's go to Patch Plaza. It is, I mean, well, at this point they're just happy that I'm letting them in. They've not been a fan of the fact that I am currently painting the floor in that section. And so I've had this whole area just completely blocked off. And they are not a fan of that at all. Like, nope. There's the Jess. I don't want to go into an apartment. We already live in a capitalist hellscape. I don't need to worry about furnishing a virtual apartment. Hello! Hello, Toast! Oh, it's Toast. So, people have stolen your seat.
I see that. Thought you were rid of me, huh?
I'm gonna scoot over. So, between all of us... Come here. Rowan's just like, I'm just gonna spread out more. I mean, I do enjoy furnishing the apartment. I just want to get to the next level. So I'm playing this game because it's adorable, and I don't have to think.
That's fair. Step out of here while I shove stuff in my shirt.
Ladies. That's for OnlyFans. No, there's a meme that has been going on. It's like, yeah, my girlfriend has an online store. You know, she sells fans. Really? yeah. She's apparently really well done. But you know, I really keep thinking she needs to, you know, expand her business model because she only sells fans. And like one of the guys is like, you know what that means, right? She's just leaving money on the table. Space heaters.
Oh. Hi, baby boy. Hi. Oh, I know. I know. It's the worst. I am terrible. So I got ready. And I got my stuff together. And I was about to walk out the door. And I couldn't find my cane. Could not find it anywhere. And I was like, So apparently migraine post-drome shit. That is adorable.
It's bath time. Hello, kitty boys. Good boy.
I found it more or less where I thought I left it. I just didn't have eyeballs for a minute. I don't know. Or it magically appeared, which is entirely possible.
I mean, I often don't have eyeballs for a minute. Like, just.
And then I get... Sorry. On a short, the bard
Yeah,
being a
it's
bard.
I've seen the Order of the Oracles. It goes on. Yeah, I love it.
But yeah, so I have my cane, I'm getting out the door, and then I open the door and there's a package there. I had forgotten that my new Wi-Fi hub was supposed to be delivered, like, exactly during my nap. So I'm, like, trying to roll this box inside that is soaking wet while I've got my hands full. Then I finally make my way to the car, and it's fine through the neighborhood. It's fine. It's fine a good chunk of the way down Club. And then I get behind somebody who is literally driving 15 miles an hour.
There were so many people on my way to work today that were driving 15 miles under the speed limit on a major highway. And I just wanted to murder all of them. Yesterday, I had to take my dad to a doctor's appointment at the hospital, which is just a clusterfuck. Like, I've grown to hate Chapel Hill with a burning passion. But just everyone was just, nope, we're gonna be slow, we're gonna, like, it wasn't even raining, it was mildly drizzling. Oh my god, that cloud just threw me up.
It's just misting outside right now.
Yeah.
That's it. People.
What a bunch of bastards.
What a bunch of bastards. I'm glad you're way further in than 1 minute. See, maybe I should come in late more often. That way I could just come in cussing. Like, Just come in, guns a-blazing.
So I started blasting. that video you sent of the guy who sings the Dirt Man, it's like if finger guns were real guns. I'd probably kill you, but I don't want to.
It's just how I say that I love you.
You know, because if you're bisexual or a fan of Buddy Christ, you're kind of a big fan of the finger guns.
Yep.
Or I should say awkward bisexual, which is
so
most of the bisexuals I know.
But there's also the thumbs up bisexuals. So
Yes.
like the common thread is none of us know how to sit in chairs. Which is fair.
Does that mean Will Riker's bisexual?
You know? I kind of thinking about it, and especially thinking about how more modern Riker is played, especially in Lower Decks. I get bisexual vibes.
Well, I mean, there was that episode that he was in love with someone from that non-binary race.
Yes.
And caused a whole stink because they couldn't be with someone gendered, because then that applied gender to their community. And I was just so...
Not if you're a not heteronormative race, but like, okay, whatever. But it was the 90s, you see.
Yeah. I forgot I can... Playing on a Wii controller, I've got, oh no, my delicious stars! And my heart stars and horseshoes!
Hi, Rowan. Give me just a second, buddy.
I'm also just outright destroying landscapes with the Kirby tank 6000. It's a killdozer. Kirby finally got tired of Dreamland.
Okay, that's what I think. This is a all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares situation. Like, I don't think it's only bisexuals. It's just
every
common
like I
to
said,
bisexuals.
just every bisexual that I know is either that or thumbs up, like that. Like what I said, Buddy Christ, because he's got a thumb up and he's got a finger gun.
Oh yeah,
he's got one of both.
He's gonna fuck your shit up.
He's gonna fuck.
Buddy Christ, just fucking people up. Mass murderer, Buddy Christ. Buddy Christ goes to jail, and everybody's like, "Free Buddy Christ!" like they have been with Luigi. Somehow, Buddy Christ becomes a folk hero.
I mean, it becomes we like canon Jesus better than fandom Jesus.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have all the things going against me. I can't with chairs. Because, yeah, I've got the autistic ADHD bisexual shit.
Again, with Riker not being able to sit in it, but that's because of his back.
I mean, sometimes I do sit awkwardly in chairs specifically because I'm in pain, so...
Yeah. Autistic ADHD Ace. Call me AAA man.
There you go. That's beautiful.
That was just yes.
Call you Cobber Top. Oh, I had a friend in middle school who was like, who had red hair. And eventually, like, there was even a teacher who started calling her Copper Top because she had heard us call her that so much. Just poor Michelle.
There was a girl I went to middle school and high school with. I don't know what happened to her, but she had incredible, like she was fire red hair, and she moved here from Alaska, I think, was what the original, her original point is. So like everyone was like trying to make ginger jokes, but she's like, I'm not Irish. It's like, well, chances are you got a little bit of
Or German. I mean,
yeah.
Such was the case with the twins. I shouldn't say I played softball with. They were on varsity. I was on JV. Yeah, pair of red-headed twins. No Irish. It was mostly German.
What I love is people made fun of her once. And then, because she had started the school year late and, showed up, the next year. Next year was, I believe, our freshman year of high school. She showed up to class looking hot, and everyone was just like, oh darn, I spent the last 4 months of the last year just picking on her, and now she is well beyond out of it did not end well for many of the guys that I went to school with.
Yeah. That is true. However, in both cases, I'm talking about like the most pasty white people ever, and so it was. There's a limited geography where that combination would come from. So.
It's a mutation.
I'm a mutation, probably.
I mean, technically, blue eyes is a mutation. I couldn't get one of the good ones like laser eyes.
Yeah, it is really cool. And I have spent so many years of my life wishing that I had it. Every chance I had to dye my hair for like 15 years, I was a redhead.
Oh God, Libet used to dye her hair red with henna, and I really didn't think I had a thing for redheads until she started. I'm like, oh, damn, that's, yeah, okay, cool. Cool, I learned something about myself.
Did I just watch this little dude turn into a submarine?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure my brain is not making shit up.
So the plot of this game is Kirby got turned into craft supplies. And because he is now made of yarn and two-dimensional and hollow, he can't inhale people and eat them and gain their abilities anymore. So he has a whip made of yarn that he can use to unravel existence, but it also allows him to transform into a car. He can turn into a parachute, a brick, and a submarine.
Okay.
As well as, a giant mechanical god of death, a UFO. You can become a UFO. That's a thing that can happen.
I do kind of like the springy butt, though. And an egg? Like, that is some straight up Humpty Dumpty shit right there.
Well, I mean, you gotta have some cute stuff for being an eldritch horror. Because, look at those eyes. Look at them. Look in my eyes, Jess. Tell me I'm not a nightmare.
You're not a nightmare. If you can free us from this hell we're living in, I don't care what you are.
Oh God, if I could summon Kirby, I would in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Because, even his cutest powers are still just devastating. It's like, hey, look, I'm this cute, cuddly UFO. Nothing to see here, huh? Until I destroy all of existence.
Kirby's Epic Yarn, aka Kirby's Isekai Adventure. Yes. Yes.
One of my favorite memes that happens. Hello, son. It's 3 different incarnations of Link from Legend of Zelda. It's like the realistic Hyrule Tears of the Kingdom. It's the Wind Waker cartoony one, and then it's the kid one from Ocarina of Time. And then there's Kirby wearing his Link hat. And the next panel is Zelda sitting there with a gun going, I don't know which one's the real Link. Say something that only the real Link would know. And all 3 of the real Links just make a grunt, like, yeah, because that's all.
Yeah.
And then Kirby says, Poyo, because that's all Kirby says, is Poyo. And then Zelda shoots the adult Link.
Oh my God.
It's the best meme ever. I love it.
Oh, man. I used up, like, all of my spoons yesterday. But choir practice was good. And the social was nice. But, like, I had also run errands and fought with the internet and all of the things. And I woke up today and I was like, God damn it.
We got swearing, which actually helped us run down larger herbivore. We got sweating. Oh.
We also got swearing, which helps me cope with
the nightmare hellscape.
The nightmare hellscape. Yeah. Button flies. That's cute.
I also absorb them and destroy them.
But at the social, I was talking to Brenda, and I had mentioned that I need to email our director because we're doing a men's piece and a women's piece.
Access.
The men's piece is Country Roads. The women's piece is when I become an old woman, which I feel
some kind of way about.
A little dysphoric when singing that, and so I'm gonna try to get Melody to put me in as a tenor on the guy's song, because that it is generally not gendered. It's just, although we're adapting it so it's North Carolina instead of West Virginia. But, But I also decided I'm gonna try out for a couple of, not the solos, but like smaller ensembles for some of the songs. Hopefully I'll get that. At least one of them.
Did I make you start watching That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime?
Mm-hmm.
Bringing up the Kirby's Isekai Adventure, I want to see Kirby interact with Reamer. They're basically the same character.
I mean, yeah. Except Kirby's like, hey, you know, if you just get some big puppy eyes, yeah, that'll make all the difference, and people will be less freaked out by slime.
And Penn says, WV Pride, Country Road. As much as I love that, technically Country Roads is not about West Virginia. It's about Western Virginia.
Yeah.
Which saddens me, because West Virginia fucking claims that song. Growing up in West Virginia, West
cannot... Virginia needs to claim what it can.
I mean...
It's like Kentucky with bourbon. Or bluegrass. So that way we're not only known for tobacco and abusing horses. Like...
Yeah, West Virginia needs something more than coal mines, Hatfields, and McCoys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't really thought about it until that conversation last night, but... Or, no, it was this morning.
Alexis, you want to come lay down?
That basically, yeah, we have a far less violent Hatfield and McCoy's feud with the Martins. I think the closest to actual violence was James Burton threatening to shoot Papa's dog.
We're known for many interesting things like flaming Porsche furniture. Well, so I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers who has family in West Virginia and did not know so many things about it. But I was talking to him about the fact that the term redneck actually was not a bad thing at one point. It's since become a bad thing, but originally it was the signal of the coal miners who were, revolting against the mining companies.
And that is why it has developed a bad connotation, because the people who control the general narrative don't like people unionizing. So... waiting on the outcome of that vote in Garner. I don't know if you heard about that.
No.
Amazon warehouse in Garner. The voting is going on right now, and it'll end on Friday. But apparently, Amazon has been hosting regular, pep parties that are coded to target people of different ethnicities on why they shouldn't unionize. And that's fucking gross.
Yeah.
Especially with ICE being...
Hey, MC Coy. Unionize employees when ionize employees walk in. That's a great joke.
But yeah, so... pretty anxious about that, since only one Amazon warehouse so far has been able to.
Yeah.
but some of the people from that warehouse are actually helping the attempt to unionize down here. I hope it's successful and that then the Durham warehouse will. I'm surprised the Durham warehouse hasn't already.
Yeah.
Because it's Durham.
Look at me doing a sick kickflip on my surfboard.
Oh my god, I saw a reel today that I have to send to my sister. It was an English bulldog dressed in a Stitch costume. And their person would roll a yellow skateboard very slowly, and the dog would hop on, and it's Stitch on his board. It is so cute.
I was telling Jess we were going to lunch with a friend of mine, and on the way there, as we were pulling into the shopping center, I mentioned a cosplay that I had seen online where a couple had dressed their small toddler child up as Chimera Nina from Full Metal Alchemist, and taught the kid
so upsetting
to sit and say Brother Edward. And I am not okay with that.
It is so upsetting.
There are exactly 2 episodes in either of the Full Metal Alchemist series that I will not watch. One of them is the Nina episode, the other is the Maze Hughes episode. Both of those upset me.
He did make an exception for me so that I guess I could have moral support while I watched them.
Yes, I did make that exception. Like, if I'm watching it with someone and it's their first time, I will watch it, but I'm sitting there just like, I'm going to sit here and I'm not going to be okay about this, because...
I wasn't even looking at you, and I could just feel the vibes radiating over, and I was just like, oh,
like,
man.
the whole room, because I think Ash was with us too, and even Ash was sitting there going, nope, nope,
No.
do not want any of this.
Yes.
I feel like there's a joke here. Yep. I need to make an inappropriate comment about...
There is a joke there, but I'm just not up for it.
If it lasts for more than 4 hours.
You're just daring me, honey.
As soon as he sat down, he started grooming me aggressively. Like, violent biting, like, father.
Are you anxious?
No, just father's apparently very dirty.
This is where that joke about forgive me, father is not the same as I've been bad, daddy. Not being the same thing. You being a purr bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, they really have not been happy with the fact that I've been painting
Yeah. Cats.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, so I've been keeping tabs on the integration of the new dog with my cats. Apparently Nibbler has put Tiberius in his place. Maldation is forcing herself to get used to him being around because she needs a lot of attention and her sleeping spot is compromised by the presence of a dog. And Shitty is apparently still terrified. So, sitting there like, oh, my poor, pretty shitty kitty.
Yeah, I love how my brother has cats. Their names are not Shitty and Runny.
But
their names are Shitty and Runny. Because the previous cats that he had were named Shitty and Runny. And he did it to himself. You hit me and took away my sparkles. I'll want my sparkles back. Axis, you can sit down, my son.
No.
Apparently not.
Okay, for Fuzzy Blanket, maybe. I don't know which one of you it is, but one of you is on my nose tickling me, and that needs to stop.
Ladies. Don't know which one of you it is on my nose tickling me, but...
You know, whatever. It's fine. I'm not gonna fight. No, I cleaned out my lint trap and it's general housing, and I found so much cat hair. I don't have a cat. It was all of these two.
Years of living here with these two. Hey, what are you doing? Boop. I got your tongue. And you still go back to green, like...
Yep.
The opportunity to groom father.
People got your tongue. Oh, I'm sorry. I've never made a cat gag before. Take it as you will.
Technically, I have. I remember having to help Libet with Jules many times, trying to force feed him hydrogen peroxide so that he would puke, and just that gagging sound that, oh god. Ah, cats.
Yeah. And you're back to grooming my fingers. Okay.
Because I've learned nothing. Hello, son. You've learned nothing either. Fangora. Our first boss fight is a giant dragon. A giant felt dragon. Oh, I completely forgot to tell you. So I talked to my brother last night as we were moving furniture, because after taking Dad to the hospital, we got to move furniture. Because, you know.
I was about to ask how that went.
The doctor of the moving furniture.
Both?
The doctor went well. He has to go back in 2 to 4 weeks for another endoscopy. Because they found some things that like, we want to do this as a preventative measure, which means you'll have to come back so that we can undo it. So that's a thing. But he's doing a lot better.
Good.
For that, at least. The furniture moving went very well, too, because at that point, like, we already kind of knew what we were going to need to do.
Yeah.
No, give me my sparkles back. Bastard. But as I was talking to my brother, he was mentioning that the plan for building the game table will take months because of how behind he is on projects. But he's also like, let me pause this so I can actually tell the story. One of his friends is getting ready to build a house, like his own house. Mm-hmm. So he's going to have some really good construction materials. So it's like, if you don't mind waiting a few months more, I can make you a really good gaming table. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm in. And he's like, but in the meantime, he's like, I had an idea of, they make tabletop, like thing that you just set on top of a table to give it the felted center and then the lip to keep the. He's like, they make those. They're really expensive. It's like, I've got some 2x4s and I've probably got some nice plywood. I could make one of those. We just need a basically a donor table to set it on for the time being. And that way you can get practice felting. Because he's like, I'm not going to help you felt the table. I've done that. Fuck that. You're going to learn how to do that. And I'm like, oh, goody. That sounds wonderful. So I'm like, sure. No, this sounds like a plan. Because he was like, he wants to do a nice tabletop, but he also wants to do metal legs. Okay. So he's like, if you can wait a few more months, like we can do. So he's like, if it'd be like 6 months minimum. I'm like, I'm not in any rush for this, but you know, if we can set up one in the meantime that'll work, yeah, then sure, until we get the really nice one. But he's like, well, you know, come to the house and, you know, we can pick up. I'm like, I've got 2x4s and some really nice plywood myself. He's like, why do you have that? I'm like, we built the wall. And I don't throw anything away because I might be able to use it later.
It's your inner crafter.
Well, it was because Mom was giving Dad shit about not getting rid of stuff in the garage as we were moving furniture. So it all comes full circle. It's like, it's genetic. But so, at some point when the weather's not shit, because it's going to be shit for a while here, how do you feel about cutting up some 2x4s and some plywood and going to get some felt at Joann's before they go out of business?
I'm about it. No, what was... Oh, if I can get like a little cabinet or something to put stuff in, since half of my kitchen is out of commission, then I could just bring my card table over and that could be good.
Okay.
The chairs are here anyway, because I haven't taken them.
Yeah.
Because I already have a table and chairs, and I'm not having 8 people in my house anytime soon, so.
My dad has been sick, so I know that feeling, sir. My dad has not been...
Well...
Doing better now,
yes,
though, which is good, but still.
We did it. We got the magic yarn.
Also, the blue Kirby is not actually Kirby. His name is Prince Fluff.
Oh.
Of Yarnland. or Craftland. I forget the name of the kingdom that he is actually a prince of, but, you know. Prince
The yarn
Fluff.
weaved its way into the fabric of the kingdom and stitched 2 pieces of patch land together. Grumble, grumble. Kirby's
That-
tail was growling, so
That's
he
just me
searched
all the
for
time
food.
now. Just,
Too bad there aren't any
I am
tomatoes
old
up
man
here,
yells
he
at
thought.
cloud.
Too bad there aren't
So
any
the tree
tomatoes up
started
here.
rocking back and
Kirby,
forth.
tomatoes don't
frozen
grow on
until
trees.
he saw Prince Fluff shaking the tree. This is how we get food in Patchland.
Oh, Patchland.
Kirby
It's
tried to hang
Patchland.
on for as long as he could, which wasn't very long at all. Look at all that, Fluff cried. Kirby was so angry that he ran after Fluff. He chased him for so darn long that he forgot all about being hungry.
I don't think Kirby can ever forget about being hungry.
I mean, I've been there. It's called being put on prednisone.
I don't think Kirby needs to be on the steroid.
No. No, he does not.
We can go to Hotland. Yeah, let's go to Hotland.
I'll show you Hotland. No,
I mean,
that's just inappropriate. This is a family show.
it is not. This is not a family show. At all. I definitely put a I don't know if it's still on my channel. I had a warning of like this is it's a funny meme, a keyboard controller covered in grass so some people can touch grass.
I have a sticker that I want to get. It has a little cute little baby fawn on it, and it says, "Touching grass is not enough. I need to bite people."
I mean,
Yeah.
same.
Except that would require me to be unmasked and way too close. So,
What?
what is it, buddy? You having some feelings about stuff?
Always.
Yeah, I know. He is just the purringest cat tonight.
He is. Like I said, he's been real unhappy with the painting because, I mean, I won't let them in here because I know for a fact he's going to step on paint
Yeah.
and I'm going to have to deal with that. Shoot another.
Oh, hey, that's smart.
Nobody said you had to bite them with your own teeth. What's Kitty's name? Which one? This black void here that you may not actually see. This is Rowan. This per bucket is Axis. Right now he's being adorable, but usually he's an asshole.
But a very cute asshole. Yes. Say hello to the internet, Rowan.
Yes, this is
like-
the void.
No.
Marauder and the void in the morning. Slide whistle, fart noise.
noise.
Fart whistle, slide noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes my brain just don't do the words right.
So Penn has let's played this, and I watched this, and I've played through a lot of this game myself. I had a real interesting idea that I wanted to do with this game that only nerds would get.
That's the storefront I need to put up. It's only nerds.
You're familiar with the Metal Gear series, like you've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's a stealth espionage. The main character gets an exclamation mark when he's noticed. Like,
Yeah.
And there's a very distinct noise when that happens. I've wanted to do this game, and every time that exclamation mark
Dub
that pops
the
up,
noise
just
in.
dub the noise.
That's awesome.
I did that in, I was playing Jeanne d'Arc, which is a PSP game. It's a tactical role-playing game that's a loose telling of the French Revolution of Jeanne d'Arc. But with magic, lion people, and other weird shit.
Okay.
And you could get exclamation marks for like critical, and like I actually did that. I did the sound effect for that every time. And I've had a couple of people tell me that I should replay Shining Force 3 because everyone loves my Shining Force content, and I love Shining Force. And in that game, if you attack someone, there's a certain weapon weakness, like rock, paper, scissors, triangle.
Yeah.
If you attack someone that you have a strength, it causes an exclamation mark to pop over your head, and I could do that there.
Nice.
But like, the last time I Let's Played that, I did a lot of like fancy artwork and added a bunch of video segments of like characters, so that you could see all these characters' attacks. I put a lot of fucking effort into that. The effort was well received. People loved it, so like I'm glad people enjoyed it. But I don't know if I could do that much more.
Yeah. It's got the electrolytes. Plant's grave.
The French Revolution did not, in fact, have lion men. I'm pretty sure. I would have paid way more attention in world history had that been the case.
I think that would make for a much more interesting Les Mis, though.
I mean... Well, okay, so Jeanne d'Arc, I Let's Played it, and Sarah actually gave it to me. Sarah Weiser. She got it for me as a birthday present forever ago. And I hadn't gotten a chance to play it until I did the Let's Play of it. And I'm sitting here going, there's a lot to this that I don't think is historically accurate. Like, Guy de Rais is not... He's not a good guy. I hate to rain on this parade. In fact, like, most of these people are not good. The only people who are good guys are the non-existent people, like the Lion Man, who did not really exist. Oh,
Monster Kirbys. Fun.
it's fun until you hit...
Cactus.
It's all fun and games until you...
It's the quinchiest. Just quoting Penn. It's cool.
Well, these people came in first, so I'll murder them. Your Shining Force 3 playthrough is... That's actually the reason why many people subscribe to me. People love Shining Force, and, I've often stated, if I could pitch Sega a Shining Force 4, I would do it. I know for a fact the president of Camelot, who's the company that originally did the Shining games and broke away from Sega, has gone on record saying that he would love to do another Shining game. Just there's a lot of bad blood between Camelot and Sega that I don't think is going to be.
Yeah. Another fibro thing, I guess.
I'm playing Shining Force right now on Steam. Hopefully you enjoy it, considering Sega's removing all of their classic games from every platform, mostly so they can incentivize people buying it again, probably.
Yeah.
It seems like there's going to be another collection that's come out, so like that happens like every 5 years or so. It's if you want to play it, buy it on this format. Otherwise, pirate it. Which, again, I am totally not working on, you know, modding my Wii U again so that I can pirate all of my shit. As I've been sitting here doing this entire process, like trying to mod this again, all I can think of is, God, I wish Ash were here. They are so much better at this shit than I am. Really? There you go. It got removed a month ago, but I bought it before. Yeah, it's... I knew they were getting rid of it at some point soon.
Sorry, I've been sitting here trying to figure out what the fuck thought I completely lost. Because I got distracted by pirates. I think I'm just gonna have to give in and buy Vampire. I feel like that might be the game for me. Sorry, just Steam made me think of it. I guess that's where I would get it.
I mean... I know where I buy my Vampire Therapists. I don't actually know. I don't know where I was going with that one. I thought I had a joke, and then my brain was like, stop!
It's like,
just...
Well, all I have to spend to get Alucard is, you know, some challenge to beat his dad again.
I got Crazy Taxi Nights before. I have most of those. I haven't bought them, and then I have one of the Genesis collections on Switch. But I also do just pirate a lot of stuff because
Capitalism is a motherfucker.
Yeah. We live in a capitalist hellscape, and I hate it.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Might I interest you in some scritches? Temptation beckons.
I fed them earlier, and I'm like, would you perhaps like some uppies? And the answer was no. No, he didn't. He really didn't want uppie. He really just wanted attention. But, you know.
Yeah, there were a couple of times while you were gone. I came over and yeah, I'd feed them, and he would be behind me, just sitting there. I'm trying to look at him, and he just goes, "Ow." Like,
Rowan.
okay, dude.
Rowan, no.
Rowan. He's fucking with the bow. That's why we're.
Yeah, no, sir. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Rowan. Kitty boy.
Come here. He's like, no, I'm going to sit there and stare at you like, maybe I want to come here, but I don't want to make it easy on you.
Come on. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. Thank you. Oh, she'll be in a good boy. No, boop. Ah, I got you.
I'm being chased by the world's slowest lava crawl. I mean, not that I'm going super fast myself, but... I got lava landing. Oh, I missed that. Had to get the CD. CD is nuts.
I watched a series of reels yesterday. Yesterday or the day before. With the Master Chief and his fun facts or whatever. And there's like a series of 3 of them where it's Ligma nuts. And it's just like, really?
Really. Cirque, I have to watch your Knights LP because I'm sick. If I remember correctly, the first boss is Gilwing, the flying dragon head thing. If you circle like underneath and grab his chin and then dash into him, you blow his head off and he has to grow a new head until each segment shrinks. Or if you get real fucking good at the game. I thought about speedrunning this game, actually, and I got good enough that I almost could. There's just one thing I couldn't do. So Knights, because it's a flying-based game, if you do a circle and you catch the tail end of your contrail, you can create a vortex, which can get items that are in the area, or kill enemies, or kill the innocent Nighttopians.
I bet it was.
Or if you get real good, if you can aim the vortex properly at Gilwing's, at the tip of his tail, not right at the end, but like right before the end, you cut all of the sections off at once and you one-shot him. I can't fucking do that. So I can't speedrun that game. I have tried so many times and just gotten so frustrated.
Okay, at this point, I think it's just like Phantom, whatever.
The Phantom of the Cat Hair. Now I want to buy Rowan a little, like, Phantom of the Opera mask.
Oh, God. I hate Andrew Lloyd That hurts so much. The medley does not include the one other song from Phantom of the Opera I've actually performed. So, at least I get new shit. I mean, it's still the standards. It's just...
I'm in the cool caves.
I'm taking a shower.
Hey. Fuck you. My happy, cheery
Hey.
eyes.
Hey. A dog.
I am not Aaron or Dan.
Man, I am definitely wearing my Mr. Business shirt to the concert.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
I get a little uncomfortable with creepy Snake Kirby. It's mostly because he keeps his face.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah. Rude. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. It's Yarn Jabba the Hutt with all that.
Oh god, I almost sent you a video. I tried to copy the link to it and send it, but Facebook crapped out. It's Tim Russ. So for those of you who aren't huge nerds, which doesn't seem like anyone on my channel, but just in case, Tim Russ played Tuvok in Star Trek, mostly Voyager, but he also had several other bits in other shows and movies. But he was also in Spaceballs. He was the guy in the desert who said, "We ain't found shit."
I'm sorry, the giant comb that just... as a prop. It just brings me joy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you with my joy.
It's fantastic. But it's him describing that other Star franchise, and it's him talking about Star Wars, and it's him saying it in just like the worst, like, possible way to classify. It's just like Dark Vader, you know, he's trying to kill his son, and you know, just everything about it was just, it's like, that's no moon, that's a space orb. Or it's a death orb. It's a death orb.
It's like me explaining video games poorly. It's fun.
Ooh, no, go this way. Where is that one? Oh, okay, I see where that one goes. Cool. Cool. I mean, I've actually thought about doing a series of, like, explain the plot of a game badly. Like, thinking about Chrono Trigger, for example, is a good one. It's like, mute boy kidnaps woman at carnival, time travels to cover his tracks.
I mean, it's the mirror universe, Marty McFly trying to correct all the shit that he originally corrected.
I think it's less the face and more the single foot. I mean, either or. neither of those are comfortable looking. They're all...
Got no bones.
Kirby has got no bones.
I need to find a clip of that so that I can show you how very funny it was.
Oh, now all I can think of is the... there's a cartoon short.
Oh.
Not that
Sorry.
one. It's a cowboy who's getting ready to get hanged for cattle rustling. Like, all right, Johnny No Bones, you think you repent for his... Yeah, you're never gonna take me alive. And they hang him, and like, as the body drops, the skeleton pops out, and he's just standing there. Ha! You think a hanging's gonna stop Johnny No Bones? And like the skeleton runs off. It's like, technically that's Johnny All Bones.
Yes. But trying to animate a boneless skin suit is more difficult and
It is.
more creepy than funny.
That is one thing I'm going to kind of miss about my previous relationship, is the interaction with her brother. Like, my Sunday best skin suit. Like, that was
Okay,
a conversation that was had multiple times. That's gonna be...
You know, if I go on Sunday, I might just hold that in the back of my head to keep my sanity while I try not to track down the committee members with all of my hatred. It's not hatred, but it's very strong frustration and disappointment.
It might as well be hatred.
No, I saved that shit for James Martin. Threatening to kill my papa's dog. It started over a fence, property line dispute,
Oh, God.
which then turned into everything, like literally everything the other person did just made the other party just hate them more. Which, I mean, I have experience with that.
Yeah. Whee!
Sunday best skin suit. We'll just steal it.
I mean, yeah. But, like, between that and the other, like,
Yeah.
pantomiming eating a hot dog or drinking from an oversized store, like, all of the just the ridiculous jokes. But, you know, it's not like we won't come up with our own ridiculous jokes.
It's not like we don't already have them.
This is also true.
Kirby just sitting there holding it going, I can wait.
I mean,
So we're doing a song to open the concert that is literally the turn your phone off song.
okay.
Set to Pachelbel's canon.
Oh, God. Everything's Pachelbel's canon.
And like the opening line ends with, "It's okay, we'll wait." And I just thought of every elementary school teacher I ever had. It's okay, I can wait.
Axis, get off the desk. You can sit in the chair, you just can't stand on the desk.
But yeah, that was actually the song from Mom and Pam's wedding. Well, I shouldn't. There was an officiant and everything. It just wasn't legal. And for their first anniversary, I had taught myself by ear the violin part and played it for them. Poorly. I was 11, but like an effort was made.
I was looking at chat. It's like, no one said anything since the last time I looked at chat. It's like, okay, well, I'm just going to keep burrowing through the fluff.
It's fog. Well, you're in a cave. It's fog. But sorry, it just I love ground clouds.
Well, actually, technically, it is fluff. It is.
Well, yes.
It's generic stuffing. Ladies, no.
Huh.
Should never have generic. Oh God. Got lit on fire by whatever the hell that thing is. Hello, Axis. Kid boy. Did I find all the treasures? I did. That time. This time will be different. It wasn't different at all, was it, Steve?
Again.
With the ridiculous
With
jokes.
the ridiculous jokes. I mean, even if we have to steal them, it's fine.
That is one thing. I really feel like whoever I date next has to be someone who appreciates a good meme.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't appreciate a good meme, I don't think we're gonna get along in the long term. Like,
yeah, you know.
90% of my conversations with you are memes.
It is.
A good 75% of my conversations with Ash are memes.
I can't even remember. Oh, you were messaging us about your dad and stopping for Chinese and soup and everything. And I come in like ages later and I'm just quote him and I go, I'm at soup.
So my dad had an endoscopy done and a colonoscopy done. And so you've got to do a bunch of prep for that so that, you know, you don't eat and you drink liquid that's going to make you shit your guts out. And it's awful.
It is. Can
And
confirm.
his appointment was originally scheduled for 7 o'clock in the morning. And they messaged him the night before saying, hey, no, we can't do it at 7 at this location because you need to actually go to the actual hospital to do it because we're concerned about some other health concerns. And the soonest they can see you is 1:45. So that basically meant like a good 2 days of not actually being able to eat food.
I would
So
violence. I would choose violence.
So after I picked Dad up and making sure that he's coherent and he's doing all right, and he's like, on the way home, there's a Chinese restaurant I want to stop at. They've got amazing egg drop soup. I've been cleared to have egg drop soup. By God, I'm going to have some fucking egg drop soup. And I'm like, okay. And so, like, I texted Mom to let her know that I've picked up Dad and we're on the way back to the house and he's doing all right. And we're sitting in, you know, waiting for the order, and Mom texts and it's like, everything okay? Because we've been a little while. Like, we should have
Yeah.
been home by this point. Because we had to wait about 15 minutes. Like, we call, place the order, and then, like, they text and let you know when it's ready. So it's like, okay, cool. So we're just sitting out, in the rain, kind of killing time. Mom texts, is like, is everything okay? Because should be home. I'm like, Dad wanted food, and I'm not gonna say no to this. Like, I'm not gonna be the one to say no to this. I'm the youngest. No. Not that Mom was gonna say anything about it, but like, especially when we found out that he was still restricted to a liquid diet today, or he was liquid diet yesterday, soft foods today, because they did have to put some bands in and the esophagus. So it's like,
Sucks.
so, there was some soup that he wanted. I'm not going to be the one to say no to this man who has not eaten in 48. This is a man who's taught me how to make every explosive I know how to make. Like, he taught me everything that I know, not everything he knows. I'm going to let him have some fucking soup. But, so I text about it, and I'm like, yeah, stop and get some soup. And yeah, literally like half an hour later, Jess just responds with, I'm at soup. And as I'm driving back to my parents' house, it pops up on my phone, I'm at soup, and I just lost it. And Dad's like, what? And Dad's the one who had local anesthesia, so like, he was like, I figured I'd be the one losing my shit.
I'm glad I could add some adventure to your drive.
I mean, typically do. Like, anytime, we're driving anywhere, especially together, it becomes well, let's see what kind of...
It does.
Alright, the pterodactyl is adorable. I don't remember the name of that dinosaur. Quick! Where's Dan when we need him? He knows all the dinosaurs. I do love that Dan Avedon of Game Grumps and Ninja Sex Party fame has a thing where he will travel to every museum that has a Stegosaurus skeleton to see every Stegosaurus skeleton that has been completed.
Hey, get it.
Nope. Hop up here, Kirby. Kirby, you're pissing me off. Oh God. So Jess and I are both fans of Randy Feltface, who is a fantastic comedian, and I'm really excited to say that he is going to be doing a local show, and we're going to go see him because it's just fucking hilarious. But now I'm sitting here just imagining Randy Feltface in Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Oh my God.
What'd you do today, Kirby? Poyo! Poyo, he says. Shit's about to get real.
Let's ask Sydney.
Yeah, I sent Jess a bit earlier. I found one of his shorts that was... one of the things that Randy does is a lot of crowd work. And he's like, it's Evan and Sydney. Alright, are you two lovers? And Evan goes, it's complicated. He's like, oh, and like the whole audience goes, oh, and it's like, let's hear from Sydney. Sydney, and he's like,
It's very complicated.
very complicated. And he's just like, oh, shit just got real.
Yeah, he does amazing crowd work.
Well, the best part is like, so if you haven't seen Randy Phelps, like, he is a puppet. He is a purple puppet, and the puppeteer does not have a line of sight to the audience at all. So the best part is he's doing crowd work, and he's just like, and what's your name?
And so,
Am I staring down just a fucking aisle? Is there no one? And then like one of the times that happens is like the stagehands turn the lights on. It's like, oh yes, turn the spotlight because that'll help.
yeah.
Because he's sticking. And it's just the self-awareness is just the best part of it.
It really is. It's
There was one bit that he did that was he was being interviewed on like a morning talk show in Australia. It's like most of like people have felt like what's the PC term for the, because puppet sounds derogatory. Because the host was like, what? He was like, I don't want to call you a puppet because that sounds derogatory. It's like, oh, now we're getting PC about it. It's like, but you know, many people have felt like yourself. They become Muppets, and you know, it's like, oh yes, it's like most do, you know. It's like, why didn't you? Oh, I was a Muppet once, but I said fuck too many times, and you get kicked off, and you got to become a stand-up comedian at that point.
what other career options are ahead of me?
It's like we are like literally just one step away from, you know, a Cookie Monster saying fuck. And I am kind of all about that.
I mean, it would be fun to hear him say something other than Cookie.
I did enjoy watching Cookie Monster when he did the bit on John Oliver's show.
Yeah.
I forget who it was. I was watching someone was like, yeah, I've done a couple of interviews with you know, various Muppets, and it's, oh god, he just straight up tried to kill me. It's like, I've done several interviews, but like, it's weird because the second they start talking, it's, you completely forget that you start treating them as that they're people.
Yeah. All of the warnings about don't look at the puppeteer, look at the puppet. And it's like, there's really no choice.
Yeah, there's no issue of that happening at all. Like, I am going to look at the like, I'm interacting with the puppet. The puppet is the only real part of this.
I do enjoy Cookie Monster, and Fucky Monster is a real bad pickup line. Yeah. But shoving a cookie in his mouth, going, fuck, would be funny to me.
Fucky Monster just seems like...
That's a real awful username on a porn site.
It's someone's persona.
No, nope. I am thinking straight up.
No, I'm not going to tell this story on camera. I'm going to tell this to Jess off camera. Mostly because I'm not going to subject you people to this. Because I like you. And Jess, if I'm going to suffer, someone's going with me. And
yeah, it's usually me.
But it is also about time for this live stream to
Oh,
end, so
it
I will
is.
tell the story just in a moment. But yeah, it's time for us to call it a night. So thank you all for tuning in to this live stream. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've had fun just playing an adorable little. God, look how happy he is for devouring the souls of his enemies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just look at him. He's just such a happy little guy. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I will get back to posting Unicorn Overlord. I have been grossly negligent in that. I've not been recording, mostly because I've been dealing with house stuff and parental health stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But I will get back to recording as soon as I can and get back to uploads because I'm really looking forward to finishing that game. And then trying to figure out what I'm going to let's play and live stream next, because, yeah, it'll be a little while.
Louisville beat NC State 91-66.
I mean, it's NC State.
Sorry, I'm let me have my moments of joy.
If it were UNC, then I would be like, Mazel tov.
I will let you know.
Yeah, you'll let me know if Louisville.
Yes.
But yeah, so thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back
Thank you
next
very
week.
much.
Same hat time, same hat channel. Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern. I typically don't know what I'm live streaming ahead of time. I pick it up as I go along. If I do have to cancel for whatever reason, I will post about it in the Discord, which is in the video description. Go check that out. Do try to post a bunch of memes. I don't really post a lot of other stuff, but there are a lot of memes that get posted. So, and my father, I'm hopeful that his health improves as well, and I will pass those well wishes along as well. But yeah, so till then, take care of yourselves. Try to stay warm. This cold front has fucked everyone up. So try to stay warm, stay safe, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.